Submit an offer without first consulting an attorney, not realizing that once the offer is accepted by the seller, it becomes a binding contract. And the terms of that contract are not easy to be changed afterwards. Likewise, as a seller, you too will benefit from first consulting an attorney before signing. Feel free to call us for consultation at the law offices of Mark Schieblo at 773-775-5050. Our website is SchiebloLawOffice.com. Mark Schieblo can be reached 6 days a week at 773.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by USPS Ground Advantage. Illinois film production reached a record $703 million in 2025, supporting about 18,000 jobs. Leaders point to popular shows like Chicago Fire and The Bear as examples of the industry's growth in the state. Ameren, Illinois is offering relief to customers struggling with energy bills. Through March 31st, eligible customers can set up payment plans with just 10% down on past due balances. Officials say the program is designed to help households manage rising heating costs. A bill expanding Illinois oversight of home and auto insurance has passed the House. Capital News Illinois reports the measure would give the Department of Insurance more authority over rates. Supporters say it's needed to protect consumers from rising costs, and it now heads to the Senate. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by Cintas. Ameren, Illinois is offering relief to customers struggling with energy bills. Through March 31st, eligible customers can set up payment plans with just 10% down on past due balances. Officials say the program is designed to help households manage rising heating costs. A bill expanding Illinois oversight of home and auto insurance has passed the House. Capital News Illinois reports the measure would give the Department of Insurance more authority over rates. Supporters say it's needed to protect consumers from rising costs, and it now heads to the Senate. Illinois film production reached a record $703 million in 2025, supporting about 18,000 jobs. Leaders point to popular shows like Chicago Fire and The Bear as examples of the industry's growth in the state. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by KFC. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 51, bringing a cool breeze as the day progresses. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 36, leading to a chilly evening. Looking ahead to Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 67, making for a pleasant day ahead. Currently, it's 37 and partly cloudy. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome in, folks. Hello, hello. This is Matt McNeil taking you into this 11 and 12 o'clock hour. You are listening to Out to Lunch. What's being served up here in the Fox River Valley area? Well, I am here to tell you. We've got a really cool national day today. That's going to be the main conversation of this hour here, with it being a national day. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll go through some history. We'll go through some weird, interesting facts, things like that, and maybe some different choices for you to try out here on Out to Lunch. You are listening to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Thank you, of course, everyone, for tuning in today and hopefully maybe being a part of the conversation with us today. 847-931-1410. You can text us at 505-926-1410. We, of course, got our segments today. We do have a special interview coming up at the 12 o'clock hour, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be having some of the actors come in from the Elgin Theater Company, and they are, of course, phenomenal. They are so talented. They work very hard on what they do, and they are fantastic at what they do too. And they're having a performance that's coming up very soon. So we definitely do want to mention them. We do want to talk about what's going on, of course, and that is with the Elgin Theater Company for their upcoming performance of Fade. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up shortly. That'll be actually not shortly. I mean, it'll be coming up in the next hour, the 12 o'clock hour here. What I wanted to do is start off or continue on your morning going through the weather and temperatures. We do see a high of 41 degrees for today. Currently it's going to be a high of 51 degrees for today. Currently right now it is 41 degrees and it does feel a little bit chillier. It does feel maybe around like 35 or so. And then going into tonight, we are going to be seeing mainly clear skies and a low of about 31 degrees. That's going to be in that forecast. Heading on into Wednesday, temperatures do start to rise, especially towards the afternoon, later afternoon. We do see for the morning roughly in the 30s. It does then start to get up into the 40s and 50s. By the time we reach that 12 o'clock hour, it'll be closer into the 60s, 60 degrees. And then we do see it eventually dropping down to that low of about 54, 53 degrees coming up. That will be for Wednesday. Heading on into Thursday, as we continue on throughout this week, we see that high of 62 degrees, partly cloudy skies in the morning, becoming cloudy with periods of rain later in the day. Again, that high is 62 with a low of about 28 degrees. We do see a chance of rain predicted to be at about 80%. So that's about 80% chance of rain coming through, and that will be for later into Thursday night. Heading on into Friday here, we do see oh goodness, computer's slow again today. Okay. Friday the 27th, we see a high of 43, a few passing clouds, otherwise generally sunny. It's supposed to be much colder though. We do see a low of 25 degrees, some clouds early, which will give way to generally clear conditions overnight. And wind speed is roughly at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Heading on into Saturday, it is going to be a nice sunny weekend. We do see a high of 51 degrees coming through. That's for Saturday morning and afternoon. It does eventually drop down to a low of about 36 degrees, partly cloudy skies, wind speeds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour coming through for Saturday. For Sunday, a high of 60 is in that forecast, mostly cloudy skies. It does drop down to a low of 47 degrees, partly cloudy, wind speeds of about 10 to 15 miles per hour throughout Sunday. Heading on into Monday next week, it is the really only a couple days in March, and then we get into April. So we see here from Monday the 30th, we see a high of 64, intervals of clouds and sunshine, dropping down to that low of 47, partly cloudy skies early, followed by an increasing amount of clouds with some showers developing later at night. That chance of rain being at about 40%. Tuesday the 31st is the last day of March. We see a high of 65, considerable amount of cloudiness, with some of those occasional rain showers. Chance of rain at 40%. 51 is our low, light rain early, continuing on throughout the showers later into that night. And then Wednesday, which is going to be seeing here April 1st. It's April Fool's Day. Oh boy. It's going to be a high of 63, showers early, becoming steady, rain later in the day. We do see here a high of 63 and a low of about 44 degrees. Chance of rain is at 60%. Rainfall is around 1/4 of an inch. That's what we're going to be expecting. And then if you do want to look further into that forecast, we are seeing showers pretty much throughout. I would say the first week of April is going to be those April showers are going to be coming through to bring those May flowers. So that's what we have here for the weather and temperatures for the rest of this week and also into next week. You are listening to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, they use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you to heal faster and get back to the activities that you love. And that's not all. Their comprehensive rehabilitation services mean you'll have expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. So trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. I know we're going to be having an interview coming up very soon here, so stay tuned for that. That will be this Thursday, the 26th, so just in a couple days. St. Joseph recently opened a Jerry Psych unit, and we're going to be having Dr. Ali Anwar coming into the station to talk about this unit and about health issues as well. So stay tuned for that. Going to talk a little bit about how they are inpatient services, talk a little bit about the approach to their treatment, which might be a little different from, say, young people. So it's going to be focusing a lot of the elderly folks out there too, or folks who are older. And so that's what's going to be talked about there as well. We've got some great questions already just sent over recently by Michael. Thank you, Michael, for sending those over at Prime Healthcare. So we're going to work with that, and that will be coming up on Thursday. That'll be for Thursday. Let's take a look here at our inspirational story of the day. Now, this is for all of the bread lovers out there, especially including myself, and especially for those who maybe, want to go to a bread shop. You want to experience something nice. This can definitely get you some inspiration to maybe go to a bread shop. Now, this is really just a story. I don't mean that as in an offensive way, just a story, but I mean, this story is taking place at a bread shop. So when I read it and I saw the picture that this person had, I'm thinking that they took it. I was like, oh my goodness, it's like a cute little French style bakery. And I was like, I'm like, now I'm craving croissants. But anyway, it's the user's name is Naomi. They posted this yesterday. I went to a local bread shop near my work. This person writes, yesterday I went to a local bread shop near my work to grab some bits for my breakfast and lunch. Unfortunately, the online payment system decided then it was a good time to go offline, and about 5 attempts to get it to work. As I didn't have any cash on me, the person serving said that they would hold my purchases if I wanted to go a bit further down the street to get some cash out and come back to complete my transaction. As I walked out of the shop, I started to slightly stress about being late for work, and a lady asked me how much my purchases were. I told her, and she insisted on offering me the cash to buy it with. I offered to do a transfer from my mobile phone to her, but she declined even after I offered multiple times. I made sure I told everyone in the shop of her generosity and walked away with tears in my eyes at her kindness. It was just such a lovely thing to receive, and it definitely made my day. Well, yeah, you can't go wrong with those pastries. You gotta get them pastries there. But yes, of course, in all seriousness, a very nice story there of someone who saw someone that was in need, understood, of course, and said, well, let me help you out. I'm sure the person could probably tell that they were kind of maybe running a little bit late. They had, some other things to do. So that was a nice little story there. Very nice. And that picture's nice too. If you're watching on YouTube, those croissants look so good. Hey, look, it's the Out to Lunch show. Okay. I like my food. So I'm like looking at it and I'm like, gosh, this looks really good. Taking a look at the time, it is 17 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll go through a little bit here on Travel Midwest. Now, I was going to say there was an incident on 59, but it looks like that's disappeared now on the Travel Midwest. So I maybe have to refresh the page, or that incident is now cleared up. We'll also go through some other things. We'll go through the word of the day. We'll see what we have here to chew on. That includes, of course, maybe some interesting facts. We have our National Day here, too, which we'll definitely hone in on more so during this segment. So stay tuned for that here on Out to Lunch, WRMN, and we'll be back with more in just a bit.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp 'em all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Listen this Sunday afternoon to Handle on the Law.
I know we're at an at-will date, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what, you're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
It's Handle on the Law this Sunday afternoon from 4 to 7 right here on WRMN.
When I never graduated from high school, I realized I wanted to go back to school because I didn't want to work these back-breaking jobs the rest of my life. With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed to come back to school. I felt accomplished, made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Now, it does look like there's a report of an incident that recently did happen just not too long ago. This is right here, not too far away. In fact, this is a full incident, which I don't usually see too often on here. It is listed as a full incident here, and this is posted on Travel Midwest, southeastbound US 20 from Lambert Lane to Illinois 59 in unincorporated Cook County, Chicagoland. There is a full crash, it looks like. It did look like the start time did happen this morning at 10:49 a.m. The estimated end time is about 12:15. So please make sure if you are going southeastbound US 20 from Lambert to Illinois 59 that some of those roads most likely will be closed. And in fact, it actually does say here, all lanes and shoulders are closed. So if you are traveling in that particular area, you might have to go through the back way into the neighborhood. So on Lambert, you can turn onto Spalding Road. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like it's, you'd have to maybe go a little bit further on the back way. So let's say you're traveling, maybe you're closer to Bluff City Boulevard. If you take 25 and then you go up into Bartlett back onto 20, you'll be able to cut it through that way if that is more. So if you're, a little bit south from there. But if you are watching on YouTube, you can see where that incident is, at least here on the bird's eye view. It does look like it is listed as a full incident. And yes, so those are again some various lanes that are closed due to that. So please make sure that you're careful there if you are happening to live in those particular neighborhood areas. It looks like that current section is closed right now. So again, like I said, I would definitely, if you are going closer to Love City Boulevard, maybe taking again South 25 and then making that turn onto West Bartlett Road to cut through that way. I think the neighborhoods all lead still into that particular area where the crash is. So the best thing to do is to take that route. And then what you do is take a left onto 59, and then you'll be able to take that right back onto 20, so that you should be a-okay that way rather than going through directly through 20. So I just want to put that out there. It looks like that incident has been posted on there. There's also another one a little bit further out as well, not too far away from there also. It looks like this is just a partial incident that did pop up here on the screen. It just happened about 10 minutes ago. Northbound Bartlett Road at Beverly Lane. Various lanes are closed there as well. It looks like that's more so towards in the neighborhood area. But again, just wanted to keep that information out there for you, keep you in tune with that. Quite close to each other, those two incidences there. I don't know if particularly that had anything to do with each other, but just try to be careful if you are, going, again, that's southeastbound US 20. So we'll keep you up to date on that, though, as well. If you are going in that area, that is listed as a large red full incident, which, again, my time doing Travel Midwest here, I haven't really seen that very much in this area. So just please be careful and cautious of that, too. We'll keep you up to date on all of that. Let's go through our word of the day here today. It's a noun recognized on the 24th of March. It is cadence. Cadence is spelled Cadence. Cadence. Cadence kind of sounds like a name in a way. It is used to refer to various rhythmic or repeated motions, activities, or patterns of sound, or to the way a person's voice changes by gently rising and falling while they are speaking, which is what I am doing right now. I definitely have a cadence in my voice. I try to mimic similar to that of, I don't know. I think it just depends on what I'm reading. I do kind of mimic in a way, kind of, I don't want to say like nowhere near like a newscaster, but kind of that way. If I'm reading something, I kind of have picked up over the years on certain rising and falling of different notes and rhythms and tones of when specific people talk about things. So like what I'm doing right now, when I read St. Joseph Hospital, for example, I go up and down in certain areas. So for example, I say, get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. And you can see when I'm ending that sentence that my voice goes a little bit further down too. So it's really cool to pick up on all those different things. And again, I'm even doing it right now and I'm explaining specific levels of context, if that makes sense to you. I think maybe if you've been on radio, it makes sense. But with that being said, everybody has kind of their own cadence. Some people are a little bit more on the monotone side of things. Some people are ranging up and down, and it kind of just depends on what they do. Sometimes people emphasize certain words in specific sentences and things like that, taking breaks, breaths, things like that too. So with that being said, that is the word of the day, cadence. We all use it in some certain way, even if it's a little bit more, if you're a little bit more on the monotone side of things. Again, referring to various rhythmic or repeated notions, activities, or patterns of sound, or to the way a person's voice changes by gently rising and falling while they are speaking. And again, I just gave that example of finishing a sentence. Usually when I finish those sentences here on the air, I tend to rise up a little bit and then I go down. And then the sentence is done. So there you go. That is what it is. We don't even realize it at times, but we use it every single day. That is the word of the day. It is cadence. So happy cadence to everyone out there. With the time remaining, we only have a couple minutes left. I think what I'll do is I'll skip today the Let's Chew on this because I really want to, well, we are going to chew on something, and it's more so of a drinking side of things for today. We'll talk about this national day. It is one that many of us love. Before we talk about the big national day that I want to talk about today, we'll go through some other ones that are also great, of course, too. So it is National Chocolate Covered Raisins Day today. If you do like a nice raisin box filled with chocolates that are combined together to make chocolate covered raisins, this is the day for you. It's celebrated on March 24th. Moviegoers have been snacking on these chocolate-covered raisins for many, many years. Somehow popcorn, box of covered chocolate raisins, they go together perfectly. Now, it doesn't really matter what kind of movie either, too. Chocolate-covered raisins are also a conventional bulk vending item across the country. So that is also something that is recognized today. Raisins are an excellent source of calcium, potassium, iron, fiber, and vitamin B. When you combine the raisins with dark chocolate, you're having a really great tasting and considerably a little bit more healthier snack to enjoy. Today is also American Diabetes Association Alert Day. This is the fourth Tuesday in March. This one-day wake-up call informs the American public about the seriousness of diabetes and encourages all to take the diabetes risk test and learn about your family's history of diabetes. It impacts approximately 34.2 million Americans. That's about 10.5% of the U.S. population. Of those living with diabetes, 7.3 million, that's 1 in 7 adults, don't know that they have it. The risk of developing diabetes increases with age, but there are other factors too. Ethnic background might also increase your risk. So again, make sure that you are keeping healthy, talking with your doctor too. I also recommend too, and I know it can be kind of scary, if you might be interested in doing a 23andMe health test. That's something that I did. My brother and I both did it. Thankfully, no diabetes, but a very slight amplified risk of celiac. So I got to be, like I said, and I've said, I got to be careful with my gluten in my bread, even though it is so good. Sometimes it's hard to avoid. With that being said, coming up next, we'll take our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. When we come back, we are going to talk about National Cocktail Day today and some of the weird, wacky cocktails that you can try out, and of course, some great places that you can go to get some of them too. And a personal favorite of mine that I like to make. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by USPS Ground Advantage. A bill expanding Illinois oversight of home and auto insurance has passed the House. Capital News Illinois reports the measure would give the Department of Insurance more authority over rates. Supporters say it's needed to protect consumers from rising costs, and it now heads to the Senate. Illinois film production reached a record $703 million in 2025, supporting about 18,000 jobs. Leaders point to popular shows like Chicago Fire and The Bear as examples of the industry's growth in the state. Ameren, Illinois is offering relief to customers struggling with energy bills. Through March 31st, eligible customers can set up payment plans with just 10% down on past due balances. Officials say the program is designed to help households manage rising heating costs. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of two lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Are you looking for a way to be creative right now? Have you ever wanted to learn to watercolor paint? You can now do that from the comfort of your own home with Zoom watercolor classes. get professional instruction from nationally showing artist Victoria Elizabeth. These classes are step-by-step, broken down with easy-to-understand instructions. They are affordable, too, at $15 for a 2-hour class. Visit her website at victoriaelizabethart.com to find out more. That's victoriaelizabethart.com.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 51. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 36. Looking ahead to Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night will bring mostly cloudy skies with a low around 52. Currently, it's 40 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Now, what is the national day today that we definitely want to talk a little bit about here today? It is National Cocktail Day. It is. Now, picture yourself on the beach. You're having a nice cocktail. Or maybe you're listening to the Beach Boys' Kokomo, which is the theme song. Excuse me for a second there. That did not work out as I planned. The theme song from the 1988 film, the Roger Donaldson film, Cocktail, with Tom Cruise. So you can enjoy a nice cocktail while watching the film Cocktail if you would like. I said theme song instead of theme song. Excuse me. I'm telling you, this is a wacky Tuesday. It should be a wacky Wednesday. But anyway, yes, it is National Cocktail Day. Duh, of course. This is the one I wanted to talk about today. It ushers in all of the best ways to savor a beverage at the end of a long workday. And let me tell you, I just thought about this too. I guarantee you cocktails are going to be talked about today on What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. So stay tuned for that. I guarantee you he will talk about it in some way, or at least he'll even mention it too. Cocktails are a delicious way to celebrate the summer season or feel a little bit bougie and fancy, right? You can, of course, also enjoy mocktails, virgin, or the real thing. This celebration is for lots of people who enjoy holding that drink in your hand, whether it's socially or having it for just yourself alone. You can celebrate the lemons, the limes, the bitters, the liqueurs, and the liqueurs, and, of course, many of your favorite beverages that are available out there. And, of course, give notice and thanks to the bartenders out there, too. We are giving thanks to Sue Castle, of course, of Newman's Corner Pub and host of the morning show, being an awesome bartender as well. You can also find some other really great bartenders that are out there, too. You can go to a lot of local places that offer some delicious cocktails, and it's probably no surprise that this is one that's a pretty cool one to enjoy. Now, of course, what is a cocktail? Well, let's talk a little bit about that here. The cocktail really started as an original in probably the early 19th century as a mix of spirits, sugar, water, and bitters, officially defined in 1806. While early mixed drinks existed, Jerry Thomas's 1862 book called The Bartender's Guide popularized the craft. Prohibition spurred innovation, and while the 20th century tiki culture and modern mixology cemented the cocktail's status, it has still become such a culinary art in today's world. Now, of course, the father of mixology is considered the father of mixology from 1860s. That's Jerry Thomas. He was a famous New York bartender, publishing the first cocktail book in 1862. The golden age in the late 19th century, of course, included the availability of ice, and that made cocktails grow in popularity, featuring classics like the Sazerac, I think is how it's pronounced. It's Sazerac. That was a New Orleans one. And of course, the tiki in the modern times, post-war 1940s to the 60s, introduced exotic, complex tiki drinks. Modern mixology has revived the classic, refined cocktail approach. So again, there's a wide range history of cocktails, something that you can enjoy, even if it's just a mocktail as well. So again, what are some of those cocktails that you like? Well, I have my own personal favorite, and I've talked about this on the air. And this is one that is kind of a made-up cocktail that actually Jimmy's Char House in Elgin off Randall had for an autumn drink. Now, sometimes they have their seasonal drinks, and sometimes it's just kind of like it's drinks that they might make up. And it was one that I had seen on their menu, and it was called the Georgie Boy, is what they called it. And I even took a picture of it because I was like, I got to make this at home for myself. This is one of the best cocktails I've ever had. I really, really enjoy it. And all it is, it's a real simple one. It is Sprite, and then you, of course, you incorporate simple syrup in there for this Georgie Boy. So it's Sprite. You put a little bit of bourbon in there. It can be Captain Morgan's. It can be a little spicy. It could be a little bit more bittery, whatever you like in terms of Captain Morgan's or whatever bourbon. So that's there. And then you add a little bit of the simple syrup. You add a little splash of some cranberry juice in there too, which is really good. And then you add a little bit of some lemon juice, just a little bit of some drops of some lemon juice. If you want to add a little bit of a mint garnet on there, you can do that as well. But that is one of my favorite cocktails. I discovered it during the fall time last year at Jimmy's Char House. We went out for a nice meal, the three McNeil men, and we discovered it. And I was like, I'm going to give that a try, the Georgie Boy. I'm going to see how it tastes. And I fell in love with it. And now it's one of my favorite cocktail drinks. That I like to personally make, or even like tell a restaurant, I'm like, are you familiar with the Georgie Boy? They're like, no. I'm like, well, you can customize the drinks, right? And they go, yeah. And then I tell them the ingredients that's in it, and then they make it for me. But it's fun to also make it at home. I've got all the ingredients as well too. Well, except for the cranberry juice. The cranberry juice I don't have. I got to go out and get some. I haven't had one in a while, but that's one of my favorite cocktails from my own personal favorite. If you have a personal favorite, you want to let us know about it, feel free to make a comment on the YouTube side of things or text us at 505-926-1410. And hey, if you have any pictures of some cool cocktails that you've had before, whether you made them yourself or you had somebody else make them, text it to us. Send a picture, 505-926-1410. We've got Brendan in the comment section here, as well as, of course, this gentleman by the name of Trains, Planes, and Automobile. Thanks for tuning in, both of you, of course, here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. So yes, the cocktails are a fun thing to enjoy. I do enjoy them myself. That is definitely a big national day. So how do you celebrate? Well, mix up some cocktails for yourself. Maybe host a little cocktail party. You can even do a mocktail too. You know, if you have kids who are maybe like 18, 19, you know, they're not quite to the drinking age yet, and you want to, you know, do it for them, and you know, you did whatever you'd like, you know. The mocktails are also fun too. Even though I was a little kid, I had something, you know, the Shirley Temples, those ones. It's the Shirley Temples is what I called them. Kind of like a mocktail, right? With that cherry sauce, very delicious. Sometimes I prefer that over any alcoholic beverages. Now, if you are looking for some interesting ones to try out, there is a list according to thebar.com. April Fools, ? No, these strange cocktails are real and worth your attention. This is by the bar team at thebar.com under this particular article. So when it comes to a cocktail, you can't go wrong with a classic. What's a girl's night out without a cosmopolitan? Looking to impress with something a little bit more on the sophisticated side? There's the old-fashioned for that. And there's a myriad of ways that the martini can make any moment memorable. But if you want to try something a little bit different, something unique, something out there, maybe you want to put it on your bucket list or your living list as well, let's talk a little bit and showcase some of these interesting cocktails. The first one on this list is the dill martini recipe. Dirty or with a twist, you can have it dry or wet, shaken, not stirred. There are plenty of different ways that you can order your martini. but experiencing one packed full of pickled brine and mustard seeds might have temporarily evaded you. Don't shy away from this, especially if you do like pickles. This might be something that you might enjoy. It is definitely crisp. You get a little bit of salty, you get the tangy flavors, with that vodka in there being bitter. And then, of course, you've got the dill in there, which can also be extra bitter. It sounds like a pretty bitter drink, but maybe you can add a little bit of some dry vermouth as a rinse. I would say would be a good way to kind of help to make that balance. And if you go to thebar.com on this website, if anyone wants this website, I can link it to you. Just let me know. The next one on this list is the Bull Shot cocktail. This is for all the good Detroit that is given in the world. Diana Ross, Motown, Cars. It's also serving up one of the most peculiar libations. Now, all it is vodka. You get cold beef stock, lemon juice, a dash of Worcestershire sauce, dash of hot sauce, and a pinch of one pinch each of a salt and black pepper. So it's definitely an interesting combination. It does kind of look like a Bloody Mary in a way too, and it's a really simple one to make. You can mix it up for yourself or maybe request that someone else tries it out. Now, this one actually does sound quite interesting, and I would probably try it. This is a coffee cola cocktail. Cola is great on its own. It's very sweet. Then you add a little bit of coffee to add some balance to it. This is one that you can incorporate into maybe a party or a celebration, or maybe just even something to enjoy yourself. I think I might enjoy this one. Maybe give it a try. It includes whiskey, sweet vermouth, as well as cooled espresso or Mr. Black coffee liqueur. And then you add a little dash of some chocolate bitters and then some cola to top it off. Make sure it's definitely cold if you do enjoy that iced coffee too, which is what I enjoy. Another one which does not sound very appealing, but maybe it is, to give it a try, the Parmesan Martini. Ever flip through the menu, not sure if you're the fancy cheese board type or if you want to kind of have a little bit of a finish of the night with the nightcap? Well, you don't have to choose either or. Maybe have both of them. What it includes there is 60 milliliters of Parmesan-infused gin or vodka, dry vermouth, and olive brine. And that's it. It's as simple as that to make it. The next one is a sour recipe to enjoy. This is the Angostura bitters, helping make mixology a little bit more magical. One splash, a dash, suddenly an already great drink becomes an experience. So if you want to try this, you include those bitters, fresh lime juice, simple syrup, and egg whites in there too, getting a little bit of extra protein in your drink. There's some other ones that are also listed here too. The Mr. Bally High cocktail recipe, which includes dark and white rum, Captain Morgan, Mr. Black coffee liqueur, pineapple juice, lemon juice, and simple syrup for something a little bit more on the refreshing side, sounding like maybe you're enjoying something, especially during the summertime. This is definitely one that you might like during the summertime. Another one is called the Sweet and Sour Chicken Toddy. Yes, all it includes is chicken broth. Yes, you can have chicken broth in your drink. Gin, you can do London Dry, they say is pretty good there. Pineapple syrup, fresh lime juice, and a splash of sriracha sauce, making it a little bit spicy there. You can also try the Bufala Negra cocktail recipe. It's what happens if someone's ever really enjoyed a caprese salad and thought, what if I could drink this? You would get bourbon, balsamic vinegar, teaspoon of brown sugar, fresh basil leaves, and some ginger beer on the top. This one sounds quite unique. I don't know if I'd try it. If a caprese salad in drink form, maybe so. Funfair Margarita cocktail is another one to try out. You can even do it alcohol-free. It includes their Blanco tequila, triple sec, lime juice, cream soda, cotton candy, corn syrup, pink sugar, and a lime wheel. So you get a mix of some of the sour and the sweet together. I picture this one tasting a little bit maybe like a Sour Patch Kid. Monkey Gland cocktail recipe. You can definitely spice it up a little bit with this one. If there was ever a cocktail with a name that warrants a just trust me kind of thing, it's the Monkey Gland. This is something, It looks unique. It's pretty colorful if you're watching on the screen now. It includes, you can do a 60 milliliter of gin, fresh orange juice, especially as a peel on the side. You can do grenadine, 2 teaspoons, and then also some absinthe, used for a rinse. And auzu or sambuca can also be used instead too. So those are some interesting cocktails. Maybe you knew about them, maybe you didn't. There are, of course, some other interesting ones with some interesting names. Maybe you like a zombie, a woo-woo, things like that. An El Diablo, that sounds pretty good. Corpse Reviver. We got some interesting names here on these different cocktails, but there is a world filled of cocktails that you can try out, even if you don't enjoy drinking them. It can be even in a mocktail formation. So again, we celebrate National Cocktail Day today. We're going to take a real short, quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk about some good places that you can go to get some delicious cocktails. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Do you ever crave a delicious treat, but that pesky guilt lingers over you? Well, you can have your dessert and eat it too. Desserts that's gluten-free, keto, vegan, and actually delicious. Yes, we're serious. At Desserts Without Regrets, located in Gilbert's, we bake for people who read labels. Custom cookies, celebration cakes, and treats made with clean ingredients and zero guilt. No walk-ins, because great dessert takes planning. Pre-order only at dessertswithoutregrets.com or call Daria at 312-610-9033. That's Desserts Without Regrets, because dessert should never be a regret.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. We, of course, got a good list of some good cocktail places that you can go to in the Fox River Valley area on this National Cocktail Day today. Now, let's see what we've got here. If you are looking into the Elgin area, close to the station, you can enjoy on Walnut Avenue the Walnut Speakeasy. They do offer a good list of some cocktails. Something they recently posted on their Facebook page includes their refreshing lime cocktail, which of course you can pair with their crispy bites for a delightful treat. That sounds pretty good. That is the refreshing lime cocktail. That's a cocktail that they have available. If you do enjoy a nice martini, they do offer a rich espresso martini, which you can pair perfectly with the side of French fries. And that's okay too, because guess what? That's something I would do. Coffee and fries. You know what? Sometimes I have a coffee. If I have a burger and fries, I'll get a little coffee with it too. Totally fine to do that, but that's an espresso that you can try out, and so much more deliciousness when it comes to their cocktails. Not just cocktails, but they're also their meals there. That's at the Walnut Speakeasy. They're located here in Elgin. Great place to go to. You can also try crafted cocktails pairing beautifully with their hearty dishes for a casual treat. They have a huge list that you can find on their website. Martini Room just around the corner here in Elgin on East Chicago Street is another great one to try out when it comes to their delicious cocktails. Whether it is for a martini, maybe a mixed drink, whatever the case might be, they have a good list of some good choices. They recently, or actually, no, it's today. Today they're having a modern gin tasting experience. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be featuring vibrant colors of Bayab African grown gin. So get ready to experience gin like you never have before. There are still some spots remaining, but that's coming up tonight. 4 modern tropical cocktails, Savannah Reserve Gin Flight, and 1 unforgettable flavorful journey, if you want to give it a try. So that is going to be coming up tonight if you want to give it a try. Sounds pretty good. Check it out for more information on their Facebook page and also on their website. That's the Martini Room. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, as we youngins say. Definitely give it a try. And it is Tuesday. They do offer their $7 Margarita Tuesday, of course. And what they have includes lots of different margarita choices to choose from. You can check out their menu for more information. Experience those martinis, Manhattans, cocktails, and mocktails. Give it a try. Maybe it's your birthday. You can have a birthday cake martini too to shake it up and have some fun. They also have a nice little dancing area too, so you can enjoy that. If you're looking for a place to go to, maybe for kind of an after hours, they do offer that too. Signature mocktails. You can do what's called their no fashion instead of an old fashion. It's a no fashion. Cocoa melon. They've got mango tango, peach mimosa, some good stuff out there when it comes to their drinks. You can also go to some other places in Geneva. There's the Alchemist in Geneva. They offer a good list of some cocktails. They have a pretty well put together website, if I do say so myself. You can try out their menu, see what some of those cocktails are available. They have their drink menu available on their website. You can do wines, beers. Let's see what they've got for the cocktails, of course, as it is National Cocktail Day. You can go a little bit down the rabbit hole for some light and refreshing drinks to enjoy. They've got a whole list of some different classics. Non-alcoholic cocktails are also available too. So if you want to be a fan of some of these, you can try them out. There's even one called Beyonce Water. So give it a try. They have an old-fashioned, they've got some fizzes, some other spirits, some good stuff out there. So definitely good to give it a try. Something to spruce up your night. Enjoy yourself. That's at Alchemist in Geneva. Look like a pretty good place. They've got a nice menu. Another good place to go to for some cocktails includes the Distance Social, which is located in on North River Street in Dundee. If you want to give them a try, they're a cute little lounge area too in East Dundee. Give them a try. They're not open until 4 o'clock on Wednesday, so they are closed today. But if you want to give them a try, check out their website. You can view more information at thedistancesocial.com. They have a nice upstairs lounge area too. Towards the center back, they also have a nice little lounge area that includes some nice cushioned seating with some tables, and so you can enjoy that too. They have a good list of some good cocktails to try out, and of course, maybe some of those tasty treats too. I've been there before, and I enjoy their home-baked chips. They're very delicious. They're like, you can do them like a barbecue kind of, they almost taste like a barbecue style of a chip, but they are homemade, so it's very delicious. So again, lots of good places. Those are just some of the many that you can find locally here in the Fox River Valley. Give them a try, check them out. You can have a pretty good time, especially enjoying those delicious cocktails. Or of course, being at National Cocktail Day, you can make some cocktails at home. I think what I'm going to do today is with my dinner, I'm going to have maybe a cocktail on National Cocktail Day. I think that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. With this being said, this was wrap it up here for the 11 o'clock hour, taking out the conversation of cocktails, moving forward to some performances. We have coming up next here some fantastic actors talking with us a little bit about this fantastic performance that will be coming up in April and also in May. It is called Fade. So we'll talk about that. We'll also do the preview as well, too. So we'll show you their video preview as well here on the screen. And, of course, more information coming your way. Stay tuned for this and more here on Out to Lunch and on WRMN AM 1410. Broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We are serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, of course, everyone, for tuning in today. And we'll be back with more in just a little bit. For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Ameren, Illinois is offering relief to customers struggling with energy bills. Through March 31st, eligible customers can set up payment plans with just 10% down on past due balances. Officials say the program is designed to help households manage rising heating costs. A bill expanding Illinois oversight of home and auto insurance has passed the House. Capital News Illinois reports the measure would give the Department of Insurance more authority over rates. Supporters say it's needed to protect consumers from rising costs, and it now heads to the Senate. Illinois film production reached a record $703 million in 2025, supporting about 18,000 jobs. Leaders point to popular shows like Chicago Fire and The Bear as examples of the industry's growth in the state. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The Cubs and center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong finalizing a long-term contract extension. Chicago locking up one of the breakout stars of last season after he won a Gold Glove and posted the team's first 30-30 season in 3 decades. The Cubs open up the season at home Thursday afternoon hosting the Nationals. Matthew Boyd, the scheduled starter. The White Sox open up their season at Milwaukee on Thursday. Shane Smith starts for Chicago against the Brewers' Jacob Mizorowski. 15 points, 13 assists, and 7 rebounds for Josh Giddey as the Bulls beat the Rockets 132-124 last night. Chicago took a 41-21 lead out of the first quarter. The season's over for Iowa women's basketball. They were the 2nd seed in Regional 4 in the tournament. They lost in double overtime against 10th seed Virginia 83-75. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Spring brings brighter days and more time to show off your Kohl styles. School drop-off, a chance for your outfit to shine in the morning rays. The sun filtering through your windows, practically a personal spotlight. And family walks, all perfectly timed for golden hour. Shop Kohl's for 20% off and make the most of more daylight. Your outfits deserve it. Select styles offer ends March 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 51. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 36. Looking ahead to Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 67. Wednesday night will bring mostly cloudy skies with a low around 52. Currently, it's 40 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or lifelock.com. Terms to apply.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us. And welcome in, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us. We want to say thank you to the sponsor for today's show. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com. So thank you again to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, of course, here on Out to Lunch, we love to talk about food. We love to talk about restaurants and fun community events. But we also do want to recognize the fantastic theatrical performances and all of the time, energy, and hard work that goes into small local theater productions, right? Because they definitely deserve that recognition. And one place that has done always such a phenomenal job and has never disappointed is the Elgin Theater Company here in Elgin. Now, I have been promoting a little bit throughout pretty much the past couple of weeks, I would say maybe 2 months now, going through whenever I do my, I call it my Wings Wednesday segment. For folks who don't know about this, on Wednesdays, it's a Wings Wednesday. So I think of it as the wings of the stage, kind of going backstage, seeing what's going on. And I announce and talk a little bit about those different local performances that are coming up. And I've been announcing this one here, Elgin Theater Company's next performance called Fade. And we are graciously presented here in studio today with the director and cast members of the show. So thank you so much for everyone for joining us here live in studio today.
Thank you for inviting us and having us here.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're so welcome. Absolutely. So if you guys want to just go through and introduce yourselves and tell us your character name. And of course, we have the director center. So
Yeah, my name is Selena Cruz. I am playing Lucia, and this has been such a cool opportunity. She's a very fun character to play, and I think she's kind of a boss, so cool and everything. So it's been really fun to play her and bring light to her and everything.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Ira, and I am part of the board members of the Elgin Theater Company, and I am also the director of Fade. And I have been working with the company, the Elgin Theater Company. I've done about four plays now. So I've been with them also at the Hemmons. I've worked with UAC. So
awesome.
An Elginite, by the way.
I love that. That's great.
My name is Ulises Espinosa, and I'm playing Abel in the production of Fade. And this is actually my first production with Elgin Theater Company. And so far, it's been amazing. It's been a blast. Ida and Selena, they're amazing talents. They're amazing people to work with. So I'm really excited how this is all going to turn out.
Awesome. Fantastic. So for those who aren't familiar with the play, tell us a little bit about what this play is, the story of it, and the characters. So just kind of a general overview.
Let me set it up. It is the story of a novelist who moves to Los Angeles to start a writing career for television. And the struggle and the loneliness kind of take over her. Mm-hmm. So she befriends a nighttime janitor. And that's the whole story. But it is the cultural backgrounds, the class they belong to that kind of define at first and then kind of get in the way. Mm-hmm. So they can tell you more.
Yeah, I play Lucia. She comes from Mexico, and she's been kind of all over the country, but she is a very proud Mexican author. I think she comes from a little bit of privilege and everything to not be so one-dimensional and everything, but I think she meets Abel and learns a lot about herself and who she is going to be, for better or for worse, really. And some of the choices that she makes bleed into her privilege, because those things, sometimes your experience is just how you navigate through the world and everything. Mm-hmm. But she is ultimately just trying her best, what she believes is the best.
And Abel, he definitely has a different perspective of life than Lucia. He's he doesn't come from privilege. He's a little bit more weathered. Life's definitely, he's taken his licks. He definitely has to dust himself off, get back up. Mm-hmm. But with that, he offers humility. He offers kind of, I would say, maybe a little words of wisdom, I suppose. Mm-hmm. But he's definitely an interesting character. I love playing him. He's definitely complex. You know, you first get to recognize him, and you feel that he's maybe one dimensional, but as the story progresses, you get to see his evolution and where he's coming from. And I think it creates a really nice dynamic between me and Selena, and how how this play progresses from the beginning to end.
That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about how your experience working together has been.
I think it's been just a absolute privilege to work with both of you. It's been so much fun, and both of them are so professional and so like enthusiastic, and you guys bring so much love to the table. But also, like I feel like I'm truly, for the first time, really experiencing like this Latino theater. Like I feel very like honored to be like doing Latino theater with Latinos and like in a Latino base.
Mhm.
Give it
That's
up.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. Now, of course, the relationship between the two characters evolves in unexpected ways. So, without giving away too much, what makes their connection so compelling to watch unfold on the stage?
Uh, I think I think it's like their differences are what draw them to each other. Where I think they have a lot of things in common, but the commonalities are kind of just the hook of their relationship. I
Mhm.
think what actually drives them together is their different life experiences and their different views of the world and like the way they have to navigate the world. Like I think their differences are what makes their relationship so interesting and like so compelling. I also think that Abel and Lucia are very real people too.
Mhm.
You know these people, like you know people like them, and I think ultimately, like they're just really interesting people. It's a very interesting relationship to watch unfold and like really blossom.
That's awesome.
You want to answer that one too?
Sure. Well, going back to the little, what's it like working with these two lovely ladies? It's amazing. I mean, I'm learning so much every single day, not only about theater, not only about, but also a lot of about culture, my Mexican heritage. That's
Yeah.
something that,
That's cool.
excuse me, something that sometimes it gets lost. You don't really think about it on a day-to-day basis, but it does make you appreciate where you come from
Absolutely.
and who your community is. So that was really nice.
I love that as someone who loves genealogy and family history
Hmm.
and learning culture background. I think it's so cool to tune into that and
Yeah.
and
Yeah, of
learn.
course.
It's really fascinating. It's really fascinating. Of course, for Ira, I wanted to talk a little bit with you. What originally inspired the story of Fade? Why do you feel it was important to tell this particular story?
Well, the Elgin Theater Company wanted to do something Latino because we are catering to the Latino audience here in Elgin
Mhm.
and South Elgin and Dundee. So we were looking at many plays, and I had I put one forth, and it was too big of a production, so this came up, and I really liked it. I liked that it was a two people play, that it was probably easy to stage, but that it had a lot of heart. And as I read it over again, I find more stuff. And I truly believe that we are representing with the story, the stories of many people here. We are actually speaking to them, to our Latino community. So I really want to ask the Latino community to come and see yourself being represented on stage, because that's what we're doing. We're telling their stories.
I love that. And you can give so much inspiration to people too, learning, engaging, and seeing that on the stage as well. And what's great about it also is it's theater and it thrives on local support. So, what makes performing a show like Fate and Elgin special for all of you and also the company too?
Like I said, we are staging something for the community that nothing has been staged for them. So
Hmm.
that is seeing your story on stage, seeing part of your culture, part of your heritage, your language being spoken on stage,
Hmm.
and that's it. It's something that I hope that people would like, and that they feel like acknowledged
Hmm.
and seen.
I love that. Yeah, that's definitely important to be seen. You can feel seen, but then also being seen too is so
Yeah.
important, and being able to communicate that with an audience as well. And maybe for those who might not know and they want to maybe be educated and learn more too is so important.
Absolutely. This is yes, like this is a story for Latinos and like but we also want to show the community like especially right now there's a lot of turmoil and things like that with Latinos and I just think that it's nice to see yourself represented as not like a stereotype either like to see like yourself a real human being like these are very real characters and they're very human which means that they have flaws and they have they bring like different things to the table. It makes them multifaceted and like really interesting.
I love that. So again, the play explores identity, culture, and those conversations are important for the audiences to know about. And I'm hoping that the theater, hopefully they'll leave. What do you hope that the theater will leave after having seen this performance?
Well, the community seeing that they're represented, the Latino community, and seeing, oh, they're telling my story. Oh, I'm, it's something I can relate to. But for the non-Latinos, seeing our story and saying, oh, this is how they have to, because Fade also tells a story of assimilation into another culture, and that is a Mexican culture assimilating and fitting into the American. And for a non-Latino audience, it's like, okay, this is what you guys have to go through. Now I understand that you leave part of your world behind, or you have to assimilate, to fade into.
That's where the fade comes in. Okay.
That's the name of the play.
Well, I think that this is going to be a phenomenal performance. We're looking forward to seeing it. And for listeners thinking about attending, well, we already asked that question. What do they hope that they can, what they can take away from it too? Do you have any other productions that are coming up in the near future that you are looking forward to, or even thinking about?
I just want to, I love being on stage. So, and I love doing musicals. So I'm waiting for a good musical that, that I can, jump into.
Nice.
And yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. Well, folks, come on out, see this event. This is coming up. This performance of Fade will be starting. It is April 17th, 18th, 19th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. And also May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 3rd. So this is at the Elgin Art Showcase building. You can get your tickets. They're available online at elgin-theater.org. For more information, you can also call them at 847-741-0532 is where you can go to and check that out for more information. So looking forward to it. And again, thank you guys so much for joining us today here on the station.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. You're very welcome. Folks, we'll take a quick time out and we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
When your car needs trusted care, think All Around Auto Body in Schaumburg. Family owned for over 30 years, they deliver high-quality collision repair and dependable service from start to finish. Call 847-352-3825. They're located at 501 Morse Avenue in Unit D. Get your vehicle back in shape with the experts who care. All Around Auto Body, where your car is treated like family. Call 847-352-3825 today. Proud sponsors of America's First Responders Fest.
Welcome to WRMN, your trusted voice in the Fox River Valley for over 75 years. We bring you fact-based news, good faith discussions, and entertainment that brings people together. From national headlines to local stories, WRMN is your home for thoughtful dialogue and community engagement. No matter the time of day, where you're listening from, or who you are always welcome here. Thanks for making us a part of your day. This is the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. Thank you to, of course, the fantastic cast and director coming in today to talk with us about the performance of Fade, this beautiful, enticing story. And if you want to check out more information, you can get your tickets now. They're available online if you go to their website, elgin-theater.org. So that's elgin-theater.org for more information. If you want to, check out the description of the show, we'll have this interview posted, of course, here onto our YouTube page. But there's also a trailer. There's a little bit of a video preview. And they always have these great video previews from the Elgin Theater Company. So I do want to play this for you so that you can see this preview. So we'll get started with this.
My name is Selena, and I am playing Lucia in Elgin Theater Company's newest production, Fade. I play a wannabe television writer who is very hyper-focused on her career at the moment.
Hola, yo soy Ulises. Interpreto a Abel en la producción Fade, la nueva producción de la compañía de teatro Elgin. Yo soy el conserjero, amigable, buena onda, pero guardo varios secretos.
Come watch our relationship begin, deepen, and flourish. But if you want to see what happens in the end, well, you'll just have to come witness that on your own.
Vengan a ver cómo nuestra amistad nace y florece, pero para ver cómo termina, tendrán que venir a ver y a presenciar.
Come see Fade at the new Elgin Art Showcase, now in its new location at 220 DuPage Street in Elgin.
Acompáñenos en el nuevo local de Elgin Art Showcase en la calle DuPage número 220 en Elgin.
Fade will run for 3 weekends starting April 17th to May 3rd, Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30 and Sundays at 2 p.m.
Fade estará en cartelera por 3 fines de semana, empezando abril 17, terminando 3 de mayo, viernes y sábado a las 7:30 y domingo a las 2.
Get your tickets for Fade at the Elgin Theater Company website. And click on tickets and they will send you to the link to yours. Ahí te guacho.
Nos vemos, ahí te guacho.
A nice preview there. And again, you can purchase those tickets. You can find more information at elgin-theater.org. You can call their number 847-741-0532. You can also email them as well. Tickets at inil.com. Love the energy, love the spirit and representation there. You can find that. That's at elgintheater.org. Coming up, that is again April 17th, 18th, and 19th, as well as the 24th, 25th, and 26th, as well as May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Friday and Saturday performances start at 7:30. Sunday, they have their matinee shows at 2 p.m. This is at the Elgin Art Showcase Building at 220 DuPage Street in Elgin, their new location. So thank you so much for coming in today and representing. I love that. So definitely check it out. That's elgin-theater.org for more information. With the time remaining, we only have a couple minutes left before we take our bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors, and then we go into our Tradio segment. So there are a couple other days that I wanted to recognize today and celebrate that we have for our national days today. It is National AG Appreciation Day, which is in the United States, representing and celebrating agriculture. On this day, it's Agriculture Week. Everything we eat, use, and wear every day is provided by agriculture. Most people don't understand the contribution of agriculture to our lives. To know more about how agriculture is directed towards our health and lifestyles, there is a article that you can read. There's multiple different articles out there, but that is a day recognized today. It is National AG Day. Another day recognized, of course, we talked about it as the big one today, National Cocktail Day. So if you want to get yourself some good cocktails, like I mentioned a little earlier in the 12 o'clock hour today, or excuse me, I'm mixing up my times now. The 11 o'clock hour, middle to late 11 o'clock hour, I talked about different interesting cocktails you can try out and more. My personal favorite being the Georgie Boy. So those ones you can, of course, try out. Give them a try. They're pretty good. Another day recognized today is World Tuberculosis Day. World Tuberculosis Day was created by the World Health Organization to spread knowledge and awareness of tuberculosis, an infectious disease that kills millions each year. Tuberculosis is easily curable, but it can lie dormant and undetected for years. So it's important to spread that awareness. The cause of TB was discovered back in 1882. That is the TB bacillus, the bacterium that causes tuberculosis. Now, the first patient vaccine was the BCG vaccine, first used on humans after 13 years in the making. So, again, that vaccine didn't come until, what is that? Yeah, so 1921. So 13 years in the making. So they started making it around 1908. Which is fascinating because my great-great-grandma, actually, she didn't die from tuberculosis, but she had it for quite a while, and she was put into a living facility back in the early 1900s, and her kids had to go in the orphanage because she had tuberculosis for a little bit. So with that being said, it's glad that we've got that, now we've got that vaccine out there, but still, it's definitely something to be aware of, and that's an Awareness Day recognized today. With that being said, there's a couple other days that you can also find too. You can find that posted. That is on their website. Thanks again for tuning in, everyone. We're going to be back again with more here. It's our Tradio segment up next here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by USPS Ground Advantage. A bill expanding Illinois oversight of home and auto insurance has passed the House. Capital News Illinois reports the measure would give the Department of Insurance more authority over rates. Supporters say it's needed to protect consumers from rising costs, and it now heads to the Senate. Illinois film production reached a record $703 million in 2025, supporting about 18,000 jobs. Leaders point to popular shows like Chicago Fire and The Bear as examples of the industry's growth in the state. Ameren, Illinois is offering relief to customers struggling with energy bills. Through March 31st, eligible customers can set up payment plans with just 10% down on past due balances. Officials say the program is designed to help households manage rising heating costs. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Pump up the volume. Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com. And let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Progressive. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 37, leading to a cool evening. Looking ahead to Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 67, making for a pleasant day. Wednesday night will bring mostly cloudy skies with a low around 52. As we approach Thursday, there's a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high near 74. Currently, it's 43 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN. You know what time it is. It's 35 past the hour, so that means that we are in our Tradio segment. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that is the time to call in at 847-931-1410. It's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Let us know if there's anything that you would like to purchase, sell, trade, or announce. You've got a garage sale that's coming up. You're planning on it. Maybe you've got an estate sale. Maybe you're looking to get rid of something that you just don't need anymore. You're looking to trade something. Let us know. If there are any announcements, things that are going on, please let us know. Feel free to email me, matt@WRMN1410.com. You've got a press release that you want to send out. We would love to get it on the air so that people can know what's happening here in the community in the Fox River Valley area. So please feel free to reach out to us today. Don't forget, again, our phone lines are open at 847-931-1410. Or, of course, you can also text us at 505-926-1410. Again, if you have something that's got to go, post it here on Tradio. Let's see what we've got here for our Tradio callers. We do have some recent and then some a little bit older that have been relisting some of these items. We have a Tradio caller that is looking for a window washer. And if you are interested, if you have one, if you know someone who's a window washer, with me trampling over my words today, you can reach out, give them a call. That number is 847 308 0455. That's 847 308 0455. Another Tradio caller here has 4 colonial pine tables from the 1980s. Looking for a good offer on those, $100 at least for all 4 of them. She also has a new coffee machine for $10, a table lamp for $10, and an old twin bicycle too. So please feel free to reach out to her today. You can give her a call. That number to dial is 847 209 7765. That's 847 209 7765. Another Tradio caller here, Patrick, is looking for a wood chipper for sale. Not the small electric ones, though, he says. If you want to reach out to him today, you can reach out. That number to dial is 224 735 1674. That's 224 735 1674. Another Tradio caller here has a Bayliner boat for sale. It's a 17-foot boat, and it's in great condition and used very little. Also has a trailer that comes with the 2, has a 1946 also Chevy 110 truck, looking for a good offer on both of them. If he does not respond, please leave a message, and you can reach out to him. That number to dial is 847 464 5830. That's 847 464 5830. Another Tradio caller here, Greg, is looking for bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories, and they can really be in any condition. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and the diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he'll pay a fair price on those too. And then he's also looking for old gas tether cars. Those are the old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. Had the tiny little gas engines on them too. Some were made by the Cox Corporation, so anything like that he's really interested in. He's also looking for old slot cars or slot car parts or sets even. Mainly 124 scale cars, HO as well. He's got his son looking for Pokemon cards too. And then for sale, he's got that Goose Island bicycle for $99. He's got that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker for $400. It does come with the cups as well. And then the Bailey Blue hat. So reach out to him today. That number is 847 962 6033. That's 847 962 6033. And then again, another Tradio caller here located in Hampshire. She's got a lot of furniture for sale, sofas, dining room table set, TV, appliances, and so much more. You can call her cell number today at 847 502 4612 or her landline at 847 695 9881. So again, feel free to reach out to her for more information on that. So again, those are the Tradio callers that recently called in. Like I do say, if you would like to add yourself to the list, that's 847-931-1410. Or you can also text us today at 505-926-1410. Let's take a look here and see what's cooking today. What is going to be cooking today on What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn? That's coming up later at the 1 o'clock segment. Yes, as expected, with it being National Cocktail Day, he's got cocktail discussion on his show today. On today's show, he writes, Jerry Haynes and Brianne Rehak of Harmony Cheese. They share their expert pairing tips, how to build the perfect cheese board, and what makes their cheeses stand out. Then, James Beard Award winner Dale DeGroff, better known as King Cocktail, joins them to tell his legendary story, talk cocktail culture, and reveal some of his favorite recipes. So as expected, as I thought, it's going to be talking about some cocktails on National Cocktail Day today. So if you want to tune into that, you'll be able to listen in. That is on the AM 1410 dial, WRMN. We also do have some other local programming coming your way. Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, Best of Tuesday edition, and more is coming your way here on WRMN AM 1410. We do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi, hon. You just advertised my stuff in Hampshire.
Yes.
I'm really still in need of trying to sell everything. I have to sell it as soon as possible. I do have a Hoover shampooer that I'd like to sell. It's like new. I'd like $100 for that. And again, I'm advertising my 65-inch LG TV. It's never really been used. It comes with a stand, a black stand, glass stand, a sound bar, a DVR player, all for $450, or make me an offer. I really need to sell this as soon as possible. Everything is in excellent condition. I also have a leaf blower. I have aluminum ladders to get up on your roof if you need those. And I also have a sofa, a brown sofa, a suede-like material that I also want to sell. That is new, never been used. I paid like $800 for it. I would take $400 or make offer. Please, I hope someone will call me. I have to get some money now as soon as possible. So I hope to hear from somebody, but it seems like you guys never get any calls asking for anything anymore.
Okay, well, we'll keep passing the message along. I do have your cell phone number and then also the landline number as well, too.
Yeah, and just tell them to leave a message because I get so many unwanted calls. If anybody's interested, I could meet them out there to look at anything. I have so much to sell, and I have to get rid of it as soon as possible, please.
We'll do that. Thank you so much for calling in again today.
Okay, hon. There's a lot of good deals out there. Okay,
Absolutely.
stuff is like new.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
All
it.
right. Okay, hon.
Okay.
Thank you again.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So again, she's got lots of furniture for sale. Everything is like new. She's taking lots of offers. She's got a bunch of sofas, including a brown sofa. She'll take 400 or best offer on this. She's got a 65-inch TV. It comes with appliances, so it comes with the DVR player. It comes with the sound speakers. Comes on a nice glass table there too. 450 or best offer. She also has a washer and dryer. She also has a Hoover shampooer for $100. And then she also does have a leaf blower. She's got some aluminum ladders. Call and tell her who you are first. Please feel free to reach out to her today as soon as possible. If you are, of course, looking for these, that is 847 502 4612. Again, that's 847 502 4612. That's her cell number. And the landline number, that's 847 695 9881. That's 847 695 9881. And again, she is looking to sell these ASAP as soon as possible. Please feel free to reach out to her. And she's located in Hampshire. She'll definitely work with you as well there too. The time is 45 past the hour. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410, talking more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better, check with the BBB first, because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Is back or neck pain keeping you from living the life you love? At St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, our spine specialists help patients get back to moving, working, and enjoying life again, often with minimally invasive treatments and faster recovery. The care you need, the expertise you trust, right here in your community. Visit stjosephjelgin.com to schedule a consultation. St. Joseph Hospital, celebrating 125 years of compassionate care.
If you've turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. 800-433-3082. That's 800-433-3082.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town. We are broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in. Don't forget, you can listen to us on that YouTube side of things. You can watch us there, too. YouTube.com/WRMN radio. Want to hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell. You can do so easily with us here on WRMN. We hope that you are enjoying this lovely afternoon. It is starting to get a little bit cloudier outside, but the weather and temperatures are starting to get up at least a little bit here, even though the sun is starting to kind of go away because of those particular clouds. Again, we recently had here on Out to Lunch, had some guests from, of course, the Elgin Theater Company. So stay tuned for that. That video will be uploaded very shortly here. Make sure to do that right now. And then, of course, we also do have some more local programming coming your way here on the station, WRMN. Looking at the phone lines, we have someone on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi. I have for sale 4 colonial end tables, a coffee table, 2 end tables, and then they call it a sofa table for $100. I also have a bun coffee pot, brand new in the box. It's a single-serve kind of coffee pot. And I have a little, like, wet back. It's just a small one that's handheld, like for your car or anything. My phone number is 847-209-7765. Again, 847-209-7765. Thank you.
Perfect. We'll pass that message along. All right, Tradio caller number 2 from today. We have her calling in again here for today. Let me make sure I get the date correctly here so I can put this down. There we go. She has 4 colonial pine tables, including 2 end tables and a coffee table, 2 coffee tables. That sounds pretty nice. They're from the 1980s. Honking going on out there. Just looking for a good offer on that, at least $100, at least for all 4 of them. She also has a new bun coffee machine, and she also does have a wetback, which you can use for your car. If you want to reach out to her for more information, that number to dial is 847-209-7765. That's 847-209-7765. That's the number to dial, so please feel free to reach out. With the time remaining, let's see what's happening locally here in the Fox River Valley area. It does look like that incident has been cleared on 20. That was eastbound on 20. It did look like there was, again, that big incident, but it is no longer appearing on Travel Midwest, so it does look like it has cleared as of right now. Let's see some things. Of course, there's incredible energy that you can find. According to ExploreElginArea.com, there's always something to do in the Fox River Valley area. Grand openings, ribbon cuttings, live theater, professional networking. The Elgin area is buzzing with activity now through till Friday. You can discover everything that's happening this week at ExploreElginArea.com/events. They've got some fun things coming up, including, of course, tonight, some good things, including pixel art, the Tween Edition, which I mentioned yesterday. That's at the Dundee Public Library. 40 Years of Folly, Mick Foley one-man show at Rookies Rock House is going to be performing tonight. Gilbert Public Library Foundation book sale is coming up officially tomorrow. That is from the 25th until the 29th. That is a really great book sale to go to. Always lots of people that show up to get those great books and those good deals. There's also Crate Night at the Side Street Studio Art, so you get about 7 minutes of some cool fame that's featured there. That's on the 26th. Game night with the Elgin Pride at the Boar's Head Gaming will be coming up on March 26th. Bunny Brunch Board Workshop at Eastside Cafe is pretty cool. That'll be coming up also on the 26th, and we did talk a little bit about that yesterday, too. So some fun stuff. Algonquin and Lake in the Hills Chamber of Commerce recently posted, are you looking for a fun way to keep the kids active during spring break? Power Force Athletics has you covered. You can join them up, and they are going to be having a no-school open gym today and tomorrow, March 31st and April 1st, and that's from 12 to 2 p.m. It's $5 per hour. Let the kids burn off a little bit of some energy there, stay active, have a great time while school is out. You can find it at the Algonquin Lake in the Hills Chamber of Commerce website. They do have that nice open gym. It's $5 per hour. Great for the kids, especially during this spring break time. So check it out for more information on their chamber's website. St. Charles Business Alliance recently posted 2 hours ago on their Facebook page that they have their spring shop crawl coming up back again a month from tomorrow, April 25th through the 26th. Now, this is where you get to explore 25 incredible stores with exclusive discounts and special promotions all weekend long. So you get stylish clothing, distinctive home decor, unique furniture, handcrafted soaps, so many different items to choose from, and you are supporting those local businesses in the Fox River Valley area. So definitely be a part of that. Have some fun. Take some pictures. Share it. It's definitely going to be a good time. You can visit their website at stcalliance.org/STC Shop Crawl. Get more information on that. Especially with the weather getting nicer, hopefully we can get some nice weather to shop small here in the Fox River Valley area. If you are looking for some open swims, if you're like, gosh, you know what? I know spring is here, but I can't wait until summer to swim. There are some open swims available that are indoors. Elgin Parks and Recreation at centerofelgin.org. They do have, of course, their aquatic center. You can enjoy the Adventure Island at the center of Elgin. They have their open swim available now, of course. It allows you to swim, play, and recreate. The benefits to open swim are endless. For residents youth to 3 to 17, it's $10. Adults 18 to 61 is $10, and seniors 62 and up at $9 for residents. If you are a non-resident, it's $15 for the youth 3 to 17, adult 18 to 61, and seniors at $13. That is for 62 and up. If you have kids who are under 3 years old, they get in for free. You can also check out additional notes about their tot swim and lap pools. So it's a good place to get some of your swimming on. There's also a lot of other good places too. Goldfish Swim School is another one that you can try out too. I had them on the air last year on Out to Lunch. They have a couple different locations, including St. Charles, Algonquin, and Glen Ellen. If you want to give them a try, check them out. They've got some of those good options for the kids for swimming, especially once summer comes up. Maybe you even have them started already during springtime. So give them a try. Check them out too. There's also in Bartlett, of course, at the center, Bartlett Park District has their Splash Central, of course. So again, just giving you some of those options for the swimming. If you want to do some indoor swimming, I know it's not quite swimming weather yet, but we'll eventually get there, of course, when it does come up into the summertime. Hopefully that is. I'm more guaranteed than not, but sometimes you get some wacky weather where it's a little bit cold. You can also check out the club, which is at Prairie Stone. You can give them a try there. They have a club. They do offer aquatics. If you want to give them a try, check them out. Again, just some of those good places to go to. You can even reserve lanes. They have swimming lessons, classes, and more. That's in Hoffman Estates. That's at Prairie Stone on Sedge Boulevard. So you can join that club there too, especially if you are if you're a member. And then finally, before we head on out for the day here for Out to Lunch, don't forget the Pallet to Pallet event is coming up around the corner. We are so excited. We are going to be there. Myself, Dino, as well as Sue is coming. We're going to try to get as much people as possible out to this fantastic event. I went there last year, and now we're bringing more people on to do so. We're going to be taking some videos, pictures, interviewing people. It's going to be a great time. And of course, enjoying that delicious food, but more importantly, recognizing these local businesses and helping to support Food for Greater Elgin. Those tickets are still available if you want to get them. $75 if you would like to do so. So check it out for more information. And if you want to become a sponsor, the Platinum sponsor is officially sold out now. So they officially sold out the Platinum sponsor. You can do presenting, gold, or silver, or bronze. And we had them on just recently, actually. It was yesterday. They came on the air for the morning show. Stay tuned for more here on WRMN. Up next, we have What's Cooking Today. We talked about it. It's more so of what's being made today, what's mixing today with, of course, the cocktails on National Cocktail Day. I'm going to probably have my Georgie boy tonight, maybe for dinner, a little bit of a dessert cocktail, something to try out, or maybe even go out, see a local place here in the Fox River Valley area that offers some good cocktails. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We hope you all have a spectacular Tuesday on this beautiful day. Even though it's a little bit cloudy outside, it's still a good day to be grateful for. If anything else, be kind. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day.